All right, guys, we are back with another low-level budget build. Now, we are back with the AKM. We did a budget build for the AKM, but it was unlocked behind level 3 and max level traders, along with some high purchases, or not really high, but purchases on the flea market. This is strictly levels 2 and under. So all of you low levels, this is going to be your go-to AKM. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the X-Fill and Hideout. If you guys have never been here before, I'm super excited you guys are here. We're doing another low-level budget build, which I'm excited about. It's a build you guys have asked for. We actually just did one last video for the VTAS PP19, so check that out if you haven't yet. Today we're going to be getting into the AKM. Before we get into the video, I want you guys to know that I do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 5 p.m. PST. I would love to have you guys by the stream. We usually have an amazing time. Very quickly as well, I wanted to let you guys know why we're going to go with another AKM build. One, because it is one of the best weapons in the game, and it works at level 5 and it works at level 55. It's still one of my favorite weapons. If you guys come to the stream, you guys are going to see that I use it very, very often. And what it comes down to is the 7.62 round is just so good. For the price, the fact that you can craft it, the 7.62 BP round is so good. And even the PS round at your low level tiers is really good for what you are getting. So that makes this gun viable all the way from the beginning to the end. And now we are at like 3-4 months into the wipe, and the gun is still being used just as much as it was used in the beginning. But that's one of the cool things, is you can actually use this gun in the beginning. So what we're going to be focusing on this build is when we go with the automatic weapons like the AKM, something that has that really high-powered buck when you shoot it, we are going to be trying to lower the vertical recoil as much as possible. If you guys want to see a video about ergonomics and vertical recoil explained, I'll definitely link it up here for you guys. All the other links you guys need will be down below, but that's what this build's going to be focused on. So it's going to be a low-level budget AKM, lowest vertical recoil build we can get with what we have. Let's get into the build. Okay, so we are getting right into this build, and we are starting this off exactly the same way we started off the other budget AKM, and that is using the barter. This is still the best way to get it. This is still the way that I get it. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab this little can of beef stew. So if you look it up as Tashanka on the flea market, you're probably not going to find it spelling it that way. So put in beef, and then it'll come up as can of beef stew. And it's going to be 3 of these for your AKM, and right now they are between 6,000 and 8,000 rubles on the flea market, so you can get your gun from between 18,000 and 32,000, but usually it's on the lower end. So I purchased them for 7,000 a piece, so we started at 21,000. So this build in its entirety is going to be focused on that price point. So if it's a little bit higher or lower for you at the end, that's probably why. And that is going to be at proper level 1 for the barter. The very first thing we're going to go into is the muzzle brake, and we are going to go with the Spike Tactical Dynacomp muzzle brake. Now this is going to give us that negative 8% vertical recoil, and it is pretty much the best in-slot option you have at trader level 2. So we're going to be getting the negative 8% vertical recoil. We're going to be getting the negative 2 for the ergonomics, and you're going to be able to get this for 2,782 rubles from mechanic level 2. Then we're going to head over to Peacekeeper, and we are going to be grabbing the Tapco Saw style black pistol grip, and this is going to give us that plus 10 ergonomics. Now in one of the last videos, people are asking me, why are you going with the Tapco and spending the extra 42 USD? Well, one, because 42 USD translates to about 5,000 rubles, which means it's very, very cheap. And you're getting plus 3 to plus 4 more ergo. I know a lot of times it doesn't seem like when we go up a couple points, it's not going to make that much of a difference. But as you're going to see in this build, there's a bunch of little parts that add a negative 1% here, negative 1% here, plus 3 here, plus 2 here, plus 1 here. Now, after the build's complete, we just went up plus 8 on the ergo, plus 10 on the ergo. So in my opinion, if you guys are going to be building a weapon and you have the option for a few thousand rubles to make it a better weapon, then make it a better weapon. I mean, it still ends up being a budget weapon. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. This is the Tapco Saw style. This is what I recommend. You're going to get that plus 10 ergo, and you're going to be able to get this from Peacekeeper level 2 for 42 USD. Next, we are going to go with the good old Academia Bastion dust cover, and we're using this because you can pretty much put any sight that you guys choose. Now, if you guys have a nicer sight that's going to lower your ergo, feel free to use that. For this budget build, I'm thinking that you guys don't have anything, and so if for that reason, we're going to choose the sight that we choose. Now, the Bastion dust cover is going to give us that +5 ergonomics, and you're going to be able to get it from Skier level 2 for 6,105 rubles. And then the sight we're going to end up going with, and I know you guys are probably laughing because you know how many times in my build videos that I say I do not like the Cobra EKP, and I still stand by that. I don't really like it that much, but it's cheap. It can be effective. There's a lot of you who tend to actually like it, so it's pretty subjective. It's a totally my own preference that I don't like it, but it's going to give us -6 on the ergonomics. It's going to give us -1% on the recoil, and that's why a lot of people use it, is because it lowers the vertical recoil, but also the fact that you can get it for about 9,000 rubles on the flea market. So that's the sight we're actually going to be using for this build. Next, we are going to be trading out the wooden stock that it comes with for the polymer stock. Now, the polymer stock is going to give us a little bit better stats at -38% recoil and +3 on the ergonomics, and we're going to be able to get that for 2,193 rubles from proper level 1. Next, what we're going to do is in the same little area, proper level 2, we're going to be grabbing the recoil pad, which is one of the best additions to your budget builds on the AKs. As you slap this on the stock, and it gives you an extra -5% vertical recoil and +1 ergo. So it's a very, very nice piece, and you can get that for 3,425 rubles from proper level 2. So the next couple are going to be pretty optional. It's totally up to you guys if you want to run this, but we will get a little bit better stats. Now, we're going to be going with, instead of like the ribbed one that it comes with, we're going to be going with this 30-round magazine. Usually that is on the AK-103. And you're going to be able to get this for 2,052 rubles from proper level 2. Now, the reason why I like to go with better magazines is because magazines actually do change your stats, believe it or not. So the ones that it comes with is a -4 on the ergonomics. This is a -3 on the ergonomics. So it's going to give us +1 ergo on, unless you were to keep it, and it's only for 2,000 rubles. In my opinion, that is something that I would do for this build. You can leave the other one and save 2,000. It's completely up to you. The next part that's optional is the charging handle. I always put a better charging handle on my weapon, or put one on it in general. This is going to be the Zenit RP1 charge handle, and this is also going to give us +1 ergonomics. See what I mean? How the numbers start stacking 1 and 1 and 1. We're going to be able to get this for 2,956 rubles from Skier level 2. So next is going to be one of the more expensive pieces of this build, but one of the best pieces of this build, and that is the CAA RS-47 handguard. And we're going to be able to get this from Peacekeeper level 2 for 97 USD. Now, there's multiple reasons why this is good. One, it's going to give us better ergonomics and lower recoil. So we're looking at -2% on the vertical recoil and +7 on the ergonomics, but also gives us 4 slots to put things. So whether you want something on the left, whether you want something on the right, whether you want a sight on here. So like, for instance, we can even not go Bastion cover, and you can have the sight up top here on the front if you really wanted to. I don't prefer the sight up there, but if you want to save money, that's another route you can go. And then also we're going to be adding a foregrip on the bottom, of course, and there's a slot for that as well. And now after that, we are going to be running the Zenit RK4 foregrip, and that's because at this level, if you're going 2 and below with the traders, this is going to give us the least amount of vertical recoil, so that's why we're going with it. And that's going to give us that -2% for the vertical recoil and +5 for the ergonomics, and we're going to be able to get that for 6,538 rubles from Skier level 2. So guys, that wasn't super complicated. That's actually the build in its entirety, and I think we only went to the flea market once. So pretty much everything you're going to be able to get from your low-level traders at a great price. That is going to put us at 47 ergo and 85 vertical recoil. Now let's take it into the hideout and see what it's capable of. Okay, so one thing that we have to remember when we are using this weapon is we're still at a kind of high vertical recoil. So it's not going to be like the other builds where the vertical recoil is just ridiculously smooth like a laser. But let's hit it. So we're going to start at the bottom. You're going to see the bucking up. I'm not going to use any recoil control on my mouse. We're just going to shoot it. This is ergo. Not bad at all. All right, here we go. So that is take 1. It's actually not bad. Started right here, bucked up to right about here. And for that high vertical recoil, sure, there's some spare shots, but you don't even have to. That was with no recoil control, so you guys can totally make it even better, which I will show you. And then, yeah, let's try it again. Let's go right here. Hello? That was weird. Start low. Okay, not bad at all still. So now let's try with a little bit of recoil control. And that is gonna leave us right here on this bottom part. And then you could always, especially with as powerful of a round as we have, you could always keep it in semi as well. Honestly, it's a really good build for the level you guys are going to be building it at. And that is a low level budget AKM Savage build. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up the build. That is going to leave us at 47 ergo, 85 vertical recoil, and that is going to cost us a total of 56,051 rubles, 139 USD, which ends up being another like 15,000 rubles. So it's really not a bad price for what you're getting at all. And you get to be able to run this pretty much over and over with minimal amounts of money. And it's still a really good weapon. So you can build a couple of these using requests, build a couple of these, and just run it until you get to, you know, level 15, start unlocking those level 3 traders and being able to upgrade. Because once you get to the level 3 traders, the amount of parts you get to get, which you can check out my other Budget Beast video for the AKM, you can still run a nice budget AKM, but you can also get that vertical recoil down quite a bit with some extra parts. If you guys like the build, make sure you guys let me know down in the comments. If you guys want to see a different type of build, let me know down in the comments and we'll probably do that for you. Let me know how you like it when you guys run this build. I'd love to hear about it and I'll be responding to every single one of your comments. Really appreciate you guys watching another video. If you guys got some value, got some knowledge out of this video, make sure you smash that like button. It goes a long way for the channel and it puts my videos higher so more people see it. So I super appreciate it. If you guys want to see more content like this, I drop 3 to 4 Tarkov videos a week. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and you can always hit the little bell if you want to be notified when videos go live. Hope to see you guys by the Twitch stream, whether you guys want to talk about this live, whether you guys want to get in some raids, or whether you guys want to see me suffer by using your points for me to do a hatchet run, a pistol run, and some other things you guys can choose. Either way, we usually have a great time. It's at twitch.tv/xvlnghost, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I hope to see you there. I hope you guys are very blessed. I hope you have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. I hope this build gets you lots of headshots. Lots of face shots. I hope your raids are plentiful. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh no, it's not. It's not. Grenade. Grenade. I jumped out the window. I broke my legs. I jumped out the window, dude.